Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
This is verse 90. O Devi, when will I shyly lower my head in the assembly as you are requested by Lalita Devi to lovingly read some beautiful romantic poetry to me. O Devi, when will I shyly lower my head in the assembly as you are requested by Lalita Devi to lovingly read some beautiful romantic poetry to me? Note, in the previous words, Tulasi learned singing from Swami. And in these words, she wants to learn Rasika poetry from her. Swamini molds Tulasi as she wants it. Swamini molds Tulasi as she wants it. She will serve her Priyatama through this maidservant. And thus make him happy. And at the same time, she blesses her maidservant with devotional service. Swamini molds Tulasi as she wants it. She will serve her Priyatama through this maidservant, and thus make him happy. And at the same time, she blesses her maidservant with devotional service. In Vrindavan, Mahimamrita, it's said, the maidservants know innumerable arts through the training of their Sri Ishwar. The maidservants know innumerable arts through the training of their Sri Ishwar.
No, loud.
In Vrindavan Mahimamrita, it said, the maidservants know innumerable arts through the training of their Sri Ishwar.
You don't understand the last word.
Last word, so many times you not say.
Ishwari, Shri
Loud
Shri
you have to
Ishwari.
say. It's not softly.
The maidservants know innumerable arts through the training of their Sri Ishwari.
Like this.
You really don't care?
It was not clear.
Yes.
I
Yeah, not so.
I
Okay.
also don't hear. We are too far away from it.
They also relish the love of the Sakis. The leader of all the Sakis Lalita Devi asks Radhika, Saki, read some divine Rasika poetry to Tulasi. Train her just as you like. So Swamini teaches Tulasi some poetry that she can later, at the proper moment, expertly recite to the Yugala Kishore, who are fond of good poetry. There are so many services for which poetry must be learned. Shri Yugala goes rambling in the forest, Vana Vihara Lila. Not only does the maidservant soften their pathway by throwing flowers, not only does the maidservant soften their pathway by throwing flowers, but she also immerses Shyama in a boundless ocean of bliss by singing self-made songs to him about Swamini's glories. In Sankalpa, Kalpadruma, it's written, O Swamini, when you are rambling in the forest, I will glorify you with songs. I will make the path over which you walk soft and fragrant by scattering flowers, and together with your girlfriends, I will shower flowers in all directions and at every step. Next verse in Sankalpa Kalpadruma 15 is said, while your lover decorates you with handmade floral necklaces, sashes, armlets, earrings, and crowns, I will again adorn you with flower-like, self-made poems. And I will also make your Rasika Sakis relish that poetry. I will read it again. No? Okay. The Kinkaris know the desires on the minds of the Yugala Kishore, and they serve them accordingly by reading the appropriate Rasika poetry to them. Tulasi thinks, how many maidservants don't you have? Why are you asking me this in particular? She becomes shy and lowers her head when Swamini calls her to learn beautiful and sweet poetry from her. She becomes shy and lowers her head when Swamini calls her to learn beautiful and sweet poetry from her. The more one experiences Swamini's mercy, the more one's Svarup will awake.
Radhe Radhe. How are you? Radhe Radhe. Radhe Radhe. You from?
Kerala, Vietnam.
I
Vietnam, Kerala.
What you are doing?
Every year I come to.
The more one experiences Swamini's mercy, the more one's Svarupa will awaken. Unfortunately, my Svarupa is sleeping, being lullabied by external affairs. Unfortunately, my Svarupa is sleeping, being lullabied by external affairs.
Lullaby.
Lullaby, it's like a
Lullaby.
lullaby. When you have a baby, you know.
Or sleep song.
Yeah.
Huh?
Sleep song.
Like a very sweet melody.
Melody of external things.
3 days.
Huh?
3 days.
You booked the ticket?
No,
Huh?
I will do now.
What? After 3 days operation?
26, maybe 27. So she said go Sunday.
Huh?
Sunday.
Sunday. Sunday means?
25th.
24. 26.
Like Raja is going on to.
Pleasant way, but it also
Happy with that sleep.
yes.
My Sarup is sleeping. I'm playing in material.
Yes. Even if I could just spend the day,
Huh?
even if I could just spend the day thinking I am Sri Radha's maidservant, it could be a pain.
Yeah.
Just one day. Yeah. Now, next paragraph. How affectionately Swamini calls. Tulasi, won't you read? From now on, you should come every day for learning poetry from me. Swamini has written these poems herself and about herself because Divya Rasa, divine flavors, are nowhere else but in her. Shri Radha Madhava are divine hero and heroine, and their pastimes are called Divya Ras. There is no poetry as rasika as this. The authors of the scriptures on transcendental rasa and bhakti rasa consider the rasa which is aimed at in mundane poetry to be the products of materialistic minds, and therefore consisting of the three modes of material nature, or Maya. Srimad Jiva Goswami clearly writes in his Priti Sandarbha, the happiness gotten from worldly rati, or erotic love, is only slight, and after due consideration ends in misery. The rasa that comes from worldly vibhavas, excitements, is not to be cherished. Then, next paragraph. Swamini uses the names of another hero and heroine in her romantic poems and reads them to her maidservant Tulasi, knowing her to be her closest confidant. She will not keep anything hidden in them, and she feels very happy while revealing these secrets to her maidservants. While Sriman Mahaprabhu danced before the cart of Lord Jagannath during the Ratha Yatra at Puri, he sang the words, "He is my man who took my maidenhood. He is my man who took my maidenhood." Beautiful. From the Kavya Prakash about mundane hero and heroine. Now see Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya 13 and Antya 1. No one else but Swarup Damodar could understand the transcendental meaning of Bhagavat Rasa, the Lord found in these words. When Srimad Rupa Goswami heard these words from the Lord's divine mouth, he understood the Lord's inner bhava and revealed it by writing the verse Priya Soyam Krishna. He is my beloved Krishna. Priya Soyam Krishna. When the Lord found this verse on a palm leaf on the roof of Haridas Thakur's cottage, he asked Rupa Goswami. No one could understand the meaning of my words. How did you know the feelings on my mind? Saying this, he bestowed great mercy upon Sri Rupa and showed the verse to Swarup Damodar. In amazement, the Lord asked Swarupa, "How did Rupa know what was on my mind?" And Swarup Damodar replied, I know that only someone who has received your grace can know what is on your mind. The Lord said, I am satisfied with him, Sri Rupa. He embraced Sri Rupa and empowered him completely, saying, he is qualified to understand the confidential rasa. Tell him everything about the glories of these confidential flavors. This Rupa and Tulasi from Raja are there in Gaura Lila, like Rupa and Raghunatha Das. That's why Swamini is so happy to reveal her inner feelings to them. As
Who is Swamini here? That's the
These Rupa and Tulasi from Raja are there in Gaura Lila, Rupa and Raghunatha Das. That's why Swamini is so happy to reveal her inner feelings to them. As the teacher is, so is the pupil.
Huh?
As the teacher is, so is the pupil.
The student.
How the teacher, the student will be like that.
Yes.
All depend upon the teacher. If Radhika is teaching, you will be in the right stream. Because he knows all his confidential loving actions.
So Gurudev kind of asked, because before there was when this verse was written, he is my beloved, or Krishna is my beloved, Rupa Goswami wrote. So is the meaning that Rupa Manjari was reading Radhika's mind, so Rupa Goswami was writing this verse?
Rupa Goswami is not writing. His disciple Raghunath Das Goswami. How the Guru disciple will become like that is. This is the follow. The nature of the master, it will come inside disciple.
And in the Guru, in case of Raghunath Das Goswami, is Nityananda Prabhu.
Nityananda.
Also because you remember Ananga Manchari, she was chastising Raghunath.
Chastising to Raghunath Das Goswami.
Yes. In the form of
Because he wants
Nityananda.
to go direct to Radha and Krishna.
Exactly.
He wants to go to Mahaprabhu direct without leaving it. That is different issue. Here is the issue that what Raghunath is following. Raghunath is following Rupa. So nature come of Rupa to Raghunath. And Swamini is teaching about his confidential pastime. The student become like that. Swarup Damodar is student. Raya Rama, one is student. Rupa Goswami, one student. Raghunath Das Goswami, Rati Manjari, Rupa Manjari, Rai Ramanand is Lalita, and Ramanand is Vishakha. Without seeing Radhika, how you will relate this? So how does you are a student, you will understand like that. And this need greed for that. What is my mood? I want to see as a God, or I want to see, desire to know God, to be with God, or we want to follow the lovers of the God. There are two ways. How is your teacher, you will become like that. Your teachers will say, you know God only. You are not qualified to love. You will become like this. And one will say, no, try to love. Because Jesus was also loving to his Father. He knows business for knowing. He is loving, he starts loving after his life. So this is the way. Love the God, then you need this teacher who has in love. How is your teacher? The person of the teacher become like that. Go on.
Tulasi learns these poems after single hearing.
Alone.
Just one.
Students. In a group talking, and one by one is more personal. This is personal. One by one means you are very personal to learn. To realize, to understand same mood, same effect. Yeah.
How beautiful it is to learn this poetry from her.
Who has a realization, who is in love, they is teaching, sing this poetry, that I will feel that I am with my dear darling, with my prana Gita, with my. She is not telling. Name is, you see the first line when he is Mahaprabhu singing in Rath Yatra time.
Yeah, he said, he is my man.
He is my man.
Who took my maidenhood, my youthful.
To steal my youth. He is my man. This man is still my youth. I cannot do anything. I fall in love with him.
He is my beloved Krishna, Vilapa Kusumanjali.
He is my beloved. Krishna means for us, but Mahaprabhu is not that. He is my man. Yeah.
How beautiful it is to learn this poetry from her and to recite it. I am your maidservant, and you will mold me with your own hands. Mold.
I am very corrupt. I am useless. I am not with you. But by your hand you will mold me. You have so much divine love. If I don't like you, you will mold me. In your only by meditation to you.
Forming.
Forming, make a shape, make form.
What shape you like, you will make me.
With your own hands. She is well educated in the sciences that Srimati has taught her. And thus she will become expert in Rasika services.
Again.
She is well educated in the sciences that Srimati, in the sciences, arts, science, but it's plural, sciences. She is well educated.
I have to know. Science.
Sciences and
science.
Sciences. Science.
So science means in the technique.
Yeah.
That I want to say. As 204 is the technique. As 204, 2 oxygen and 4 hydrogen will make you water. Is a science. She teaches science. Is not that is not used. This is the science to understand.
She is well educated in the science.
Educated in the science. She knows the all technique of all sciences.
That Srimati has taught her.
And the closest mess, she knows this.
And thus, she will become expert in Rasika services.
Other business, no business.
The relish of devotional services that lead to the blissful meeting of Shri Radha Madhava is their very means of substances. How do you deal with it?
Substances?
No.
What do you mean?
Subsistence. Existence.
Sustained.
No. Subsistence.
Subsistence.
Existence, maybe.
Subsistence.
Again.
The relish of devotional services.
Relish means, you know relish.
Joy.
No.
Subsistence means like a basic.
Water, you are very
Subsistence,
thirsty.
yeah.
The basic.
Yeah.
Which hold it.
Yeah.
What's
I
holding it.
explain
Fundamental.
this.
Fundamental.
Is you are very thirsty. How you relish to drink some water? Means the greed has to be there. Then you can relish. Relishment is your full satisfaction. There is no other desire finished. And after that somebody say, You want to relish other things, then I'm sure I'm fine. This is relish. I have no other desire now. This relish. After this relishment, no desire left. Go on.
Yeah. The relish of devotional services
This is the meaning of devotion.
that lead to the blissful meeting
Blissful meeting is a relish.
of Sri Sri Radha Madhava, blissful meeting of Sri Sri Radha Madhava, is their very means of subsistence.
Means of subsistence of my spiritual life. So that make me to live in a spiritual body. If not doing this, I will automatically come in my senses, body and mind.
So this relationship of Father Madhava is based on this relishment.
Yeah, that is devotion. When this condition of my desire comes, that is real devotion. Before was sadhak they had devotion. Without this bhav, siddha deha understanding, relishment will not come. You will feel, oh, I too much do parikrama, I become very tired. Very devotional practice. No, I cannot do it. I'm too much cleaning, I become tired. I do this and I feel tired. And one devotee said, I relish that when I do. This is different. Means its spiritual life is growing very fast. You are doing with your sarup, not with body. This is the real thing. This is the science. Science is this, that from where you are doing, from A or B, this is the science. We mix up A or B is one. No, A or B. Or C, my senses. D is my mind. This all is a different reality. You do something from the mind, you become tired, you want to relax yourself. Body is relaxed. Senses you want to use to enjoy, you want to relax with your senses. It's not permanent, you can relish. You cannot relish with that. And in A, when you are a spiritual body, when you do this, you always 24/7 you are living in relish. Then you will say, that relishment, how I will work now. That time you are permanently working in your sarup and you nothing bother.
Like the Anandamaya Ghosh.
Anandamaya.
Anandamaya Ghosh.
You see Ramesh Baba is telling his story. See Anantas Baba, Pran Krishna, always relishing, he don't know what is going to happen. This is that.
In these duties, in these duties, the use of poetry is required. In these duties, the use of poetry is required.
Why we are singing songs? For use this poetry is required. The whole scriptures come in the song. We know Bhakti Vinod Goswami, Narottam Das.
I was thinking, Maharaj, we should do classes only about songs. And you can explain then the lines.
My God, I love that.
Wow.
If you just come to, then you will live in the song.
Because you can explain very in detail with the feeling, the religion.
Sure. Now, which song open? Song book is there. Song book is there.
Yes.
Kaudiya Kitikuchi.
That is the best song book.
So, who wants to choose a song?
Choose.
You want to do now?
That is song book.
Yeah.
Read the.
Where are you now? You can
Keep it back.
But there was one. Can you repeat the last sentence?
Maybe I can repeat two last.
Yes.
The relish of devotional services that lead to the blissful meeting of Sri Sri Radha Madhava is their very means of subsistence.
So, the living inside.
It's basic. Yes.
And
Nutrition.
And in these duties, the use of poetry is required. Virahini Sri Radha. In the brackets, Swamini suffering separation from Krishna.
And how you are helping to make meeting for them.
Tulasi then goes out to bring Krishna and poetically describes Swamini's sorrow to him. To urge him to quickly come and meet her. Madhava, are you here? But there is your Priyaji, separated from you. Gita Govindam verse. O Madhava, afflicted Radhika is as if merged in thoughts about you, being afraid.
Much in thoughts. Thoughts.
Thoughts about you, waves of thoughts, being afraid of Cupid's arrows. O Madhava, afflicted Radhika is as if merged in thoughts about you, being afraid of Cupid's arrows. The southern winds, from southern. Yeah, the southern winds, from the winds from the south. There are places that are cooler than sandalwood pulp and moonbeams.
Why? Because the flavor of Krishna, lover's flavor is coming from
Southern,
south.
south.
So that is good. His flavor is good, not sandalwood. Because he is so much in thinking to meet with his love.
Guru, there's one thing. When Krishna is taking refuge in Radharani and makes the goal Radharani, that's Mahaprabhu. So there cannot be Radharani can never be in separation in this moment because Krishna is taking refuge in her. Right? There cannot be separation. She cannot even, because there's the practically spoken, Krishna is taking refuge. The way is love and leads to the goal, which is Radharani. So it's completely Radharani.
Problem is this in love, that without separation they feel separation. This is the beauty of intense love.
They think it might come.
It will come, then what will happen? And then it starts separation. It's not there.
No, it's not there.
Not there because I am with him. But this coming in my mind after 2 days, after tomorrow, I have to go, that separation come now. And our separation is little, but her it was very intense because the mind is fixed there. But separation is feeling coming. Also with living is separation coming. This is the beauty of love.
Beautiful.
This increases the love. Is no separation. Not that they are not in meeting, but meeting, if they no see each other, they feel they are not together. Is a high. Love when become very intense.
The south winds that are cooler than sandalwood pulp and moonbeams appear to be as hot as a snake poison to her. Hot as a snake poison to her. This is poison and nectar all together. Wow. How much she is suffering being separated from you. Then Tulasi returns to Swamini and encourages her to go and meet Shyama by reciting the following poem. First she was with Krishna, and now she comes back to Swamini. O Nitambini, Nitambini, girl with nice buttocks. O Nitambini, girl with nice buttocks. Don't delay your rendezvous. O Nitambini, girl with nice buttocks. Don't delay your rendezvous with your Lord of your heart.
Don't delay.
Don't delay. The rendezvous
rendezvous meeting.
On the women's meeting.
Meet.
A meeting, a very
French word.
very friend, very loving meeting.
Rendezvous.
Encounter.
Love.
An encounter. a loving
Don't delay
encounter.
your rendezvous with the Lord of your heart. Wear your most enchanting dress, which is the essence of erotic joy.
Wow. Radhe.
Yeah.
Jai Ho Radhe Radhe.
Radhe.
I think I have to get dressed.
You go with that.
No, I cannot go like this.
No.
No, in the Attic not.
It's not.
I will put it. Radhe Radhe. Jai.
Sri Radhe. Only one day, meditate in Radhe, she will mold you like her. One day, not much. Only try greed for that, thinking of that. I also want some love like that. How I can get it? There is any hope or not? She will make you hope. This it means unconditional love. Yeah, how are you, darling?
Slowly settling in.
No, Krishna. You was not devotee of me. You was never practiced to be, you don't know. Hare. Only treat this. She will arrange everything. Desire. Radhe Mahasma.
Radhe Radhe Govinda